Hey guys, hey, what's going on? Hey, welcome back to another episode of Bad Beast Barbecue. Hey, today we're going to be doing a venison roast out on the RecTech Mini pellet smoker. So this is still some of that deer meat, venison meat that James Bond, a friend of mine at work, had given me. You guys have seen me use some of the ground meat. But unlike the ground meat was split with some pork to add some fat. This is all venison roast here. This is a 1.6 pound venison roast. Now, in preparation to do this cook, last night we did a few things. First of all, we took the venison roast and we trimmed off as much of the fat and the silver skin and the kind of the connective tissues and things of that nature on and within the venison roast because the fat in venison tends to hold a lot of the gaminess of the deer. At least that's what I read. Okay. Also, after we trimmed it, we poked a lot of holes in it with a knife, and then we put it in a container of buttermilk overnight so that it can try to draw out some of the blood and remove a lot of the gaminess. So this morning we rinsed it off, patted it dry, and now we're ready to prep it for the smoker. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be rubbing our venison roast down with some pecan rub. This is John Henry's pecan rub. We're going to be rubbing with that, and then we're going to be layering strips of bacon on top of it, hopefully to add a little bit more moisture. Also, since this venison roast is kind of open on the inside, we're going to put 1 or 2 strips of bacon on the inside of it just to add some internal moisture. Don't know if that's going to work. Kind of saw a couple of people do that online, so we're going to see if that works out. Okay, so hey, sit back, relax. I'm going to go ahead and do this quick little prep work, and we're going to get her out on the smoker, and we're going to see exactly how this thing comes out. Okay guys, so we finished our cook. It was I won't say it was a quick cook, because it took a couple of hours, probably almost 3 hours at 245 degrees to get it to an internal temperature of 160 degrees. At least I believe it was 3 hours. I kind of lost track of time there. But anyway, we cooked it to internal temperature of 160 degrees. Now I did make the mistake of pulling it off at 145. I don't know, I was thinking about something else, but then of course the safe internal temperature for venison is 160, so I went to 160. I don't like mine's too rare. I don't want blood flowing everywhere, not when we're talking about venison. Maybe beef, I can deal with it rare, but venison I want to make sure it's cooked all the way through because we're talking about wild game here. Okay, so the bacon has it's nice and crispy on the outside. You got some nice clear juices running here. Let me give you a close-up look at this. So as you can see, you know, the bacon is nice and crispy. It's got a great dark mahogany color on it from the smoke. It looks like it's still real juicy. There's a lot of juices running out from underneath it. We let it rest for about 15-20 minutes after it came off of the smoker. So we're ready to do a taste test. So, okay. So let's go ahead and cut into it. All right, so we got our knife and fork. Let's go ahead and cut into a couple slices into it. Now there's a lot of juice here. I'm not sure if the juice is from the bacon or the juice is from the veal or from both. Because remember, we did put a slice of bacon on the inside of our veal. Okay. So, all right. So, actually, it might it's on the medium side, so it might be just a little overdone for some of you guys' taste. But I just want to make sure that it was cooked. We're not dealing with ground meat here. We're dealing with wild game. So I'm going to cut this up a little bit. All right. Let's go ahead and get a taste. Now remember, we soaked this in buttermilk overnight to get some of the gaminess out of the meat. And we seasoned it with John Henry's pecan rub. Okay. So let's go ahead and just smells like bacon actually, so let's go ahead and taste this. Let me get another bite here so I can better ascertain what it tastes like. Okay, it tastes pretty good. It may be a little on the dry side. I mean, I guess I should have pulled it at 145, 150. But when I'm dealing with wild game, like I said, I don't want to take a chance of eating anything rare. The bacon did provide some good moisture to it. So it is moist. So push down on there, some juices coming out of it. So it is moist. So I think it's got the bacon flavor on the outside of it. I don't really taste the John Henry's pecan rub, but of course, it being on the outside and the bacon wrapped around it, it could have eliminated that flavor profile. I think the next time I do one of these, I will inject it with something in order to add more of a flavor profile, or brine it and then wrap it in bacon. That way you'll have that nice brininess on the inside of the meat to probably coincide with the saltiness of the bacon on the outside, and then find a much stronger rub that'll hold up to the heat. But I put a little sauce on this, slice this up in slices, put a little sauce on this, and definitely eat this with a few side dishes. So, well, if you're interested in cooking venison, like I said, according to the websites, the safe temperature is 160, but if you take it to 160, then it'll dry out a little bit on you. So you might want to hang around the 145, 150 mark if you can stand for it to be rare. Okay. Well, that's all we had time for tonight. If you're interested in a pellet smoker, make sure you check out the guys at rectechgrills.com. Great customer service and great products. Okay. And like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. See you guys around the smoker. Almost tastes like liver.